what you missed on the previous episode of Plugged In with Seeff Properties.
Mortgage rates.
When is the right age to get a mortgage?
So basically, the central bank will say prime. Currently, the prime is 5.25. 5.25, and then the institution would either add a margin, or maybe a margin of 3, a margin of 2, however. A mortgage is basically just an agreement.
So can I just touch base again? So we're chatting about the pre-approval stages. So if I can quickly just, do the thing that we're not supposed to do and refer back to my paper. And take us through the steps though, because I know applying for pre-approval might seem simple, but basically you're actually applying for the full mortgage before the time, so that when the time comes that you find a property, it makes it so much easier, and you kind of just finalize a couple of more steps at the end. Is that correct? Is that, you see, I know stuff.
Well done.
I know, hey?
Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us what are the steps to get that pre-approval? Like, is it quite a long process, or is it pretty easy, like a genie?
Okay. I would not call it pre-approval per se. I'd call pre-assessment. Right?
Okay, pre-assessment, yeah.
Pre-assessment, because it really has to put you in a position where you can make informed decisions.
Okay.
Yeah, about maybe the type of property you want, or whatever you want to invest in at that moment, whether it's building, it's buying. So it really puts you in that position. So the pre-assessment shouldn't be difficult. So the bank should be in a position to do that by requesting some information, vital information like your earnings information, your statements, and if you are working confirmation of employments like that, obviously your identification. Then they should be able to assess you there, and if they have something in writing to give to you, then definitely, because that's what we do for our clients. Then we'll write to say Letso is eligible to get a property of this. So even when Letso goes to the real estate agent is very involved to assist Letso in that. So it shouldn't be difficult. So once you are able to obviously get that property, you need to get an offer to buy. The seller offers to say, okay, or you offer the seller, however you do it, and then you have to come with that offer to the bank and bring. Obviously, if the person is offering you, they will give you a copy of the title deed for you to be able to facilitate the mortgage process. And then the first thing is that the property that's in question needs to be valued, because then it has to match up with what's low. Yeah. So if the value and the offer do tally, sometimes you have points where the value is actually less than what the seller is selling for. So in the banks or banking institution would normally go up to the value of the property. And if the client is willing, they can actually bring an addition. But if the value is more than what's been sold for, it's usually covered up. So then the application process starts. Then obviously your KYC documents will be required.
Oh God, KYCs.
Yeah,
I love those.
I love them.
You should.
I love them a lot. But I think what we see most of the times is that people will come to property consultants and say, I want to buy a house, I want to go view a house, but they haven't even come to you guys. Do you think that's an advisable thing to do?
No.
Because, and they don't even believe.
They have cash.
No, they usually don't. Honestly, they usually do. But I think because we can't deny someone at Seeff Properties, we have if you want to view a property, we'll say, let's go view it. But we always do ask them if you're pre-approved or you're not pre-approved.
Pre-approval, can you get a ballpark figure that we can work with, so we can show you the appropriate properties? So that's what you would also advise. Yeah,
that's what I would advise, because it really helps guide the client's decision. Obviously, the most important question here is the client. So it guides that decision, what they can decide on, if they have an indicative figure of what they are able to afford at that moment, so that you don't have to maybe go and show them a property, then they go to the bank, and then there's a disappointment in that. So it's better for them to be able to get them pre-assessed first, and then when they go on house hunting. So it doesn't only cover purchases. I mean, even if a client wants to buy, build, for instance. So they also just need to know how much they are eligible. Yeah.
No,
So
super.
I was still saying, once the bank finally approves your application, then obviously it has to go through the legal route, through the deed office, obviously, to facilitate the transfer and the bond registration that I was talking about. Mortgage, to actually mortgage it to the bank, and then the bank will pay whoever the seller is, and then you as Letso will pay back the bank in equal monthly installments. If you have extra cash, like we've discussed, you can top it up. I think one of the things that I wanted to touch on is building. I know it's not a topic that people like to talk about, but I see it as a fit topic for us to discuss. Not only just for people to actually buy already made houses, but to also help them construct houses of their own within budget, obviously. Yeah. So I'll just say we as the big bank help clients also in that journey as well. Work with clients in that journey. And through that consultation that I spoke about, you should be able to get the crux of it and be able to have a wider understanding of what is it that you can and cannot do. What is it that options that you're looking into and you're not looking into in terms of building as well. So yeah.
So you can build your actual dream house instead of buying another developed house.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
We can actually, where I'm from, like it's done, we can actually assist a client purchase a plot if they don't have a plot already, and help them develop that plot into a house of their dreams. So they don't always have to depend on houses that are already pre-constructed.
So you chatted about getting to that stage of getting approved. What helps the client stand a better chance of getting approved per se?
Financial management, I think, is very important. It's very important on how we manage, firstly, our debts.
Yeah.
Right. Because the way that loans are issued by banking institution, they have a certain threshold. In technical terms, it will be called debt service ratios. So you have a ratio that we're looking at. So a certain amount of your income must be able to service your debts, because we understand that there's life after your debt. There is expenses, there's school fees, insurance payments, and other things. Food.
We love food. I know somebody. Sorry to go off topic. My friend sent me a message today. She said your love language is food.
Yes.
She says I know how to make you happy.
Was that a lie?
No, it's totally
so she loves.
true.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So when you apply for a loan for me, make sure you put in a big chunk for food. Okay, just remember that. Anyway, continue.
So you have to buy. So the thing is, for somebody to stand a better chance, we have to be able to manage how we get debt, so that we should understand if you have a dream of acquiring a property.
Yeah.
So the way that we manage that, if debt is not really necessary, let's try and avoid it. If it's not pressing and it's not necessary.
But debt is nice. Getting things for free. No, I'm just saying.
When you get the money.
Yeah, but it's like.
You have to pay it back.
Yeah. No, I don't have any debt. I'm too but I'm just saying the concept of it is.
So also, I think earlier on we spoke about costs that are associated with when you get into the property journey. So you have your valuation costs, you have your transfer fees, you have your transfer duty if you have to pay it, you have your bond registration fees.
You need to have all that prepared.
You have to have processing fees for the bank. So in that respect, then these fees also needs to be catered for separately from your loan.
Yeah.
So it basically says that you need to have a good budgeting approach to be able to have saved up for those, so that your transaction can be facilitated.
So I must have money to get money.
You need to have
A bit.
backup.
Okay.
It's easier, so you don't need to ask for extra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that they don't like over.
So in
capitalizing
some
on you.
instances, you could be required to actually pay a deposit. In some instances.
No.
Okay.
So you should be able to be. So if you're good financial management, I'd say it really helps. So
It
that,
makes it way easier.
yeah, it makes it way easier.
I was very lucky those days. It was full loan, 100% loan plus transfer duty.
Oh, okay.
So, but those were those.
No,
Not really that old.
not even those days.
Why are you trying to
Actually, we as Stanbic Bank still does
You do that?
Yeah. So for people who are buying,
So you can be in those days now,
yeah.
guys. You can be in those days now.
So people who are buying or building their houses for the first time, like let's you see,
Yeah.
people finance you without a deposit, like up to 100% in Gibbs and Francistown and Maui and Pala.
Okay, in certain locations. Oh,
Yeah.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
the main location.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you are buying for the first, if you are first time homeowner.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we also pay for your valuation and your bond registration cost. So we take off
Ooh,
those. Fees.
what do I pay for? I feel like this is,
I'm
you know, like, okay, what do I pay for?
Any meanings on the list? You're going to do that?
no, not all of them. Just
Okay.
your valuation and your bond registration.
Don't think about getting another mortgage.
So you
And
can pay your
100%
transfer
loan.
and 100%
For the first timers.
Yeah.
So I should send my husband through because he's never bought. There you go.
He's gonna get a house. Look
Yeah.
at you cutting the corners.
Make a phone call quickly.
But anyway, in the spirit of inclusion, we know that in Botswana we like having foreign investors, and foreign investors means that people come to the country and settle because we are loving. We don't have a lot of crime, and as I said, we are friendly. I don't know. I haven't.
You're speaking about everybody else and not you, right?
I'm the friendliest person
I don't know why
ever.
he's saying people are friendly when he's not.
I'm the friend. Really, Mac? This is how you're gonna do me. So Galyn gets it. Okay, cool.
Up against
So this is what's getting typed in. Clearly. Oh, the oldies. No, it's fine. That's fine.
But no, it's the wise, mature people.
So is there a difference between the mortgages you give expatriates who are coming to settle or are here for a couple of years? What is the
So the mortgage product, in its sense,
yeah?
it's not different whether you are.
A citizen or
Yeah, no,
yeah?
it's not different.
Okay.
So what would be different is the customer profiling.
Aha.
Yeah. So, but the product in its sense is not restricted to say citizen. But what is different is the customer profiling.
To the
So,
credentials of the client.
yeah. So
ultimately.
the customer profiling. So obviously each customer would come to the bank with their own different profile, and it will be approached
Differently.
differently, looking at the customer's profile. Yeah. But the product itself is not segregating.
Okay. So the customer profile is tailored to each individual.
Yeah, because you come with.
Damn, that sounds like a lot of work. You guys are
Listen,
doing a lot.
that's why there's need for KYC,
Oh, huh.
so that we have to
The
understand
dragon.
you are as a client. So we then
Know
we
your
profile then
client.
profile you.
Once you've done a KYC, it knows you better than your partner. Trust me.
I think
KYC.
You know what KYC stands for?
no.
Know your client. Yeah.
Thank you. It doesn't only just give information to the bank. Like I've said, customer profiling helps also us as institutions to be able to give you relevant advice, looking at your profile. Say, okay, this is where Letso is. This is those type of things. It helps us create solutions for you. So remember, if we didn't know who you really are, how would we then have the audacity to advise you?
You do realize we're not in a classroom, right? You don't need to raise your hand.
So,
You don't need to raise your hand.
profiling the clients. Obviously, not obviously, but do you tend to not prefer? What would be the good word to use? Your clients that are already banking with you, that have a relationship with you, are they favored?
No. So we were in a position to be able to assist clients who already bank with us, clients who are not banking with us at the moment.
Yeah.
But
They can come.
But then the expectation is obviously if we give you a mortgage, you would have to then bank with us.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're not saying because you are banking elsewhere, then you are least favored. No.
Okay.
Obviously, like,
So everyone is welcome.
the information you bring to us will help us
Okay.
in terms of the product.
Yeah, that's lovely.